What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Biz Buzz Live. I'm your host, Chris Muzan, here, your financial coach, helping you get to all of your financial goals and dreams. Super excited for today's episode. We had to start a little bit later. This might become the normal, regular time that we meet, but it's okay. If you catch the recording on LinkedIn, catch the recording on YouTube, you can always tap in. Today, let's talk a little bit about what's happening this summer as far as jobs, fun ways to make money, the best ways to make money. If you're a student coming out of school, if you're just looking for a side hustle because now you got some extra time on your hands, this is the show to stick around and watch. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, welcome back, right, to BizBuzz Live. Again, here another Wednesday. Thank you for everybody that tunes in on LinkedIn and YouTube. We always appreciate it. Feel free to follow me anywhere else on any other platforms, TikTok or Facebook or Instagram if you're there, because we enjoy talking about money. Remember, this show, BizBuzz Live, the reason why we started it is so that we can have some conversations around industry. A lot of times, as I've said before, when we sit down and start having these financial conversations, we start having conversations around our savings, our debt, our investments, those types of things. We start having conversations around insurance and estate planning and retirement and all the stuff. We start having conversations around it. Normally, it always comes back to our cash flow. Normally, it always comes back to what is it that we're doing to make money? How does money come into our life? How quickly does money go out of our life, and where does it go? And so the show is really to help us start talking about the thing that I believe is the most important driver in your financial life, which is your income. You're able to make a living, you're able to invest more, you're able to do things for your children, for your parents, for your community, if you have the ability to bring in more income, to bring in more money, which eventually, right, helps the bottom line because you're going to have expenses. But the key to building wealth, the key to getting ahead is keeping your expenses low and raising your income, building that discretionary income number so you have more money to do things with. So because of that, and I know this has been such a topic for many people of like, well, just I don't make enough, or what are some ideas of what we can do to make some additional income? Wanted to talk a little bit about it today on the show, just to share one or two, maybe three different ways that I've seen, or just to kind of start the conversation or start your mind thinking of how you want to make money, right? How you want to make money. Hey, if you have a comment like, how do you make money in the summer? Drop it in the chat. Drop it somewhere in the chat on LinkedIn. Drop it over here on YouTube. How do you make money in the summer? If you have to go make extra money, no matter what your age, if you're 18, just getting out of high school, if you're 22, 23, just getting out of college, if you're 37 and you're just trying to figure out what you need to do to pay down your mortgage a little bit more, if you're 49 and you're just trying to figure out how do I pad my retirement a little bit more, regardless of what it is that you're looking to do or where you are in life, we got to figure out how we're making money. I'm going to share this with you. This was something that I came across. I shared it with my wife, shared it with a few other people, because I just think it's a genius idea. And that's going to start off our conversation on what to do to make some additional income. All right. So I'm going to play this and let's dive in.
When your wife starts a mobile charcuterie cart in the Tampa Bay area.
When you see and realize what you missed out on.
What is this for amazing?
Let me pause that really quickly and go back.
When your wife starts a mobile charcuterie cart in the Tampa Bay area.
When you see and realize what you missed out on, you are going to choke.
Mobile
You're going to choke.
charcuterie.
You are going to
Mobile charcuterie. How cool is that to have a mobile charcuterie business? Like, I never even thought of this. It was not an idea until I saw this and got inspiration by it. But there's a lot of those mobile bars, right? That's been very popular as a side business or a little side hustle that you can do, something to make extra money in the summer. If you ever been in the service industry and you've bartended before and you know your way around the drinks and a well and those types of things, maybe you start a mobile bartending business, right? They're very simple. I've seen them. You can probably Google them online. You can probably look at TikTok or some other platform to see who does those. Set up something nice. Man, backyard parties, 4th of July is coming up. Summer celebrations. Like, instead of people bringing the alcohol, maybe you're the party and someone pays you to make the drinks. Maybe you make some upscale drinks. Maybe you just make the basics. But that's a way to make extra money. This mobile charcuterie was like the next level above that, right? Above the mobile bartending. It's like, man, what if you went to a beach? What if you went to, again, outdoor parties and you just had a healthier option, a better option? Who doesn't love a charcuterie board, right? Who doesn't love some fresh fruits and vegetables, cheeses and meats, right? For their summer get together. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. And people would pay top dollar for that. One of the things I talk about a lot of times when we're thinking about starting another business or making extra money on the side, I always say, hey, does the business you're starting have the horsepower, the financial horsepower to take you to where you want to go? No knock on any businesses out there or people that have small side hustles, but sometimes you have a side hustle that you work a bunch for and you made $100 that week. That's great. I mean, to make extra $400 a month, but you were like at capacity, like you were pushing yourself hard to make $100 a week. So that business might not have the horsepower to get you to where you want to go. This mobile charcuterie idea, man, like, how much can you charge for a small charcuterie plate? $20, $15. You go to a restaurant. How much is a restaurant charging you for like one cheese and one meat type of thing? A lot, right? So what if you get a little fruit like you saw there? You get some, right? You get some meats and cheeses. $15, $20. What's your profit on that, right? Maybe 50% food costs. Maybe it's a 25% food costs, and then like the other stuff that comes on top of it, right? The cart, the plates, those things, right? Add in, maybe you're at 40% cost. So you're making 60% on it, right? Like these are the things to think about when you're starting a business or you're trying to make some extra money. Where's there a need? Where is it something that you can serve some people that they would enjoy it? They would like it. They would say, hey, you know what? This enhanced my party. This enhanced my experience. I think if we're aware of these things, then we might be able to put some of these things in place for ourselves. So that was one idea. Here's another one.
What is this for amazing business idea? Now for the coming summer, you need to buy it for that summer, okay? I'm sure there are not so many stores have it in your country, so you can put anything in it and turn it into ice cream. So it's very, very cool. You can buy that.
So this, you got to buy a machine, but regardless, how cool is that on a summer day, right? At the beach, whatever it is, you can create something that creates ice cream, cold slushies, something that kids would want, something that would cool people down on a hot day. How cool is that? Right? How cool is that? And how much of a business idea would that be to help you get to where you want to go, right? To help you bring in more money, whatever the case is. We have to start thinking outside of the box, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make money. I think I have a third one here.
Best Summer Side Hustle for Teens, Part 16. Step 1, have a dad with hose. Next, go around your neighborhood and offer to wash people's nasty trash cans. It takes about 20 minutes to wash each trash can. Wash 20 cans a day. Charge just $15 per can. And that's an easy extra $2,000 per week washing trash cans. Would you do this with friends?
You want me to run that back? Did you pick that up? Some of you that need some ideas for your children. You got a teenager at the house. They're not doing anything for the summer. Show them this.
Best summer side hustle for teens, part 16. Step 1, have a dad with hose. Next, go around your neighborhood and offer to wash people's nasty trash cans. It takes about 20 minutes to wash each trash can. Wash 20 cans a day. Charge just $15 per can. And that's an easy extra $2,000 per week washing trash cans. Would you do this with friends? Best.
So look at that. Some of y'all don't make $8,400 a month now. Right? But imagine a side business in the summer. I mean, you live in a place you can do this all year round. But imagine a side business in the summer that gets you to a place to say, hey, I can make an extra $2,100 a week cleaning trash cans. It's smart. I live in a community where I don't know that anyone cleans their trash can. I don't know that anyone cleans their trash can. I haven't seen anyone do it. So that could be a service just in my area and where I stay. To go around to a neighbor and be like, hey, we'll clean your trash can. What do you say? $15 a can? $15 a can? Okay, cool. I'll do it. I got 2 trash cans at my house. We have a recycling can and a trash can. So that's $30 per house. If people have 2, some people have 3. Well, let's just say it's $30 a house. You do 10 houses, that's $300. If you do 10 houses for 6 days out of the week, $1,800. All right, do the math. You can start to really bring in some extra money just by doing the little things, the things that other people are unwilling to do. That's the message. But you got to pay attention to it, especially in the summer. What are people unwilling to do? Where's a service that you can step in and actually provide something for someone that they'll pay for? Could it be a mobile charcuterie? Could it be you're just cleaning trash cans? Could it be you're holding a class? But remember, the reason why we're having the conversation, y'all, is because we got to make sure we're bringing in more money. I mentioned this on an earlier show, and if not, you can catch it over on Facebook a few weeks back. We talked about this. That like people need more than they think as income to live comfortably. There's an article that came out, and I referenced it before, that said that, you know, the average family of 4 to live comfortably in the United States, averaging somewhere around $250,000 in income is needed. Like you need $250,000 for a family of 4 to live comfortably. And most people don't make that. So that means most people aren't living comfortably. They might be living paycheck to paycheck. They might be living way below their means, still not comfortable, right? Like there's a bunch that maybe they're missing out on because they don't make enough money. So if we can create ideas and give you, right, ideas and scenarios of how to go make more money, then it'll change your financial life. That's what'll happen. And there's only a couple other ways, right? You can go back and get another job, get a second, third, or fourth job, get a part-time job, get 3 part-time jobs. Sure, you could. Problem with the job is it takes a lot of your time and you can't really control how much you get paid. They're going to tell you it's X amount per hour or you get X amount per week, and then you just kind of go with that to bring in extra money, which is good. Well, I'm always going to point you in the direction of the other side, which is, do you have a skill set around something? Do you have a talent, a hobby, a skill set? Do you have an idea that we can turn that into business? Business is relatively simple. I've said it before. Sales, marketing, finances, and operations. You pick a good industry that has a good supply and demand arbitrage, meaning there's more demand than is being supplied, right? Like you can build a business. You create systems around sales, marketing, finances, and operations within your business. You pick a good industry, you can build a business. But we don't always have the skill set of that, right? We don't always have the skill set of sales or the skill set of marketing or the skill set of operations, or we've maybe never been a manager, or we don't understand anything about profit and loss statements or expenses, or right? There's a knowledge gap there. There's a skills gap there. So that's what we got to work on if we want to really go make more money. Otherwise, you're just going to get paid at the level of your skill set currently. If all you know how to do is work in a certain area, then that's all you're going to get paid to do. You want to make new money, you want to make more money, you got to get new skill sets. And I would encourage you to get skill sets around sales, marketing, money, and operations of running a business. Find a good industry. You'll be able to make money in that industry. Again, even if it's just for the summer, maybe you just start it for the summer, maybe come back next summer. Maybe it's a summer thing, right? One of my favorite summer jobs, if you wanted to talk about a summer job, especially for teens or especially for right? Anybody that's got some time on their hands is being a lifeguard. I was sharing this with somebody. I used to be a lifeguard, right? My high school summers, I was a lifeguard in the city of Philadelphia, right? I think all four summers of high school, I was a lifeguard, right? I was a lifeguard. Probably like second summer in, third summer in, they made me like the manager of the pool. I'm 15, 16 years old with the keys to a city pool. They trusted me. Obviously, I had some managerial leadership skills early, right? That they entrusted me with that, and the pool didn't burn down, right? Or no one drowned, and good things happened, and we cleaned it up, and it was all good every year. But that was such a fun job. I was sharing this with somebody earlier that like, if I look back to any of the jobs that I had, I've really only been in the service industry, right? Hospitality, server, bartender, manager, line cook, prep cook, like back of the house stuff. Like that's all I really knew kind of from the work side. And then all my summers in high school, I would work as a lifeguard. Maybe picked up one or two things. Like I feel like I did taxes one summer or something like that. I don't know. Like I was always working and doing something. I worked at a grocery store for a little bit. But out of all the jobs that I had, being a lifeguard was probably like the happiest time, like the funnest time of my life, right? Like at a job. Love what I do now, but at a job, like the lifeguard summers were amazing. So man, if you're a teenager out there, you're high school, you know how to swim, you like go and become a lifeguard, get certified. I'm sure they're looking for a ton. I'm sure they're always looking for a ton. And maybe you don't be a lifeguard at like a amusement park, like a water park, like go to like an actual, you have a local pool, a local swim club or something like that. Ask to be a lifeguard over there. Get paid relatively well, but more importantly, you get to hang out for the summer, get outside, get a tan if that's what you like to do. Have fun, see people, right? It's a great job for the summer. Some of you that are in your 20s, it could be a good job for you. Maybe some of you in your 30s. I don't know how you roll, right? I can't sit outside for long these days, right? But yeah, making sure that you put yourself in a position to be able to bring in additional income this summer is important. If you go with a job, go with something fun. Go with something that you enjoy doing. Become a lifeguard. I love that idea. Or I just showed you a couple ideas if you want to start a business. Think of some things that people need. Think of some things that you can go off and do for people that they would pay for. Mobile bartender, mobile charcuterie, creating ices and slushies at the beach or right in tropical areas. Yeah, anything that you can think of that you have a skill set around, I believe is a viable way to make money this summer. Just make sure your business that you choose has the horsepower to get you to where you want to go. No need having a job and then having a side business that doesn't really bring in money. So you want to find an industry and find a method of how to make money in your business. And good stuff is going to happen, y'all. Like that's the way it goes. This is simple. I wanted to share some of these things with you. So to get your mind on the fact that you need to make more money and you got to find some fun ways, you got to find some good ways over this summer to increase your cash flow, whatever that looks like for you. It's going to be important. So as always, feel free to drop a comment. Feel free to reach out here on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Check in with us. We're more than happy to have a one-on-one conversation. If you need some ideas yourself about how to bring in extra money, have a conversation with me. I'm more than happy to talk with you. I'm more than happy to brainstorm with you, give you some ideas. More than happy to make sure that you can be on your path of building a solid financial foundation. And a solid financial foundation starts with your cash flow, the ability to bring in more money and keep more of the money that you're making so that it can go to the right places. So that's what we're here to do. Every Wednesday, we're jumping back on. Come back next Wednesday. We'll have another conversation here on BizBuzz Live. Take care, y'all. Peace.